What's going on? Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. Thank you for vibing with me. Taking this nature walk, and I'm just thinking like the 76ers can do something great this upcoming season. I know I might sound delusional when I say that, but maybe I am delusional. Because when I think about it, seeing a little 2-second, 4-second clip of Joel Embiid doing a turnaround midi with no brace on got me thinking like maybe this man's healthy for once starting this season. Maybe this man is actually healthy. When's the last time we didn't see Joel Embiid with a knee brace on? When's the last time we did not see when's the last time we didn't see him have a brace on his knee? So when I seen him do the turnaround midi and make the shot, you know what I mean, without no knee, that's the most important thing about it. Without a knee brace, I mean, that made me feel more and more delusional, because now I got false hope probably that the Philadelphia 76ers might be something, because Joel Embiid is a former MVP, because Joel Embiid is a 2-time scoring champion, because Joel Embiid is unguardable when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. And when he's really right, that means his defense is all that as well. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's definitely going down on Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. I'm going to definitely start going live a lot more on this channel. But man, I'm just really ecstatic about seeing that little 4-second highlight that the Sixers put out there. And if Joel Embiid's able to play without a knee brace, man, because I think people forgot how good Joel Embiid is. And we will be the #1 team in the Eastern Conference. I'm not putting the Cavs above us. I'm not putting nobody above us, man. The Pacers are going to take a step back. The Celtics are going to take a step back. I'm not worrying about the Magic. A lot of people talking about the Magic. I'm not worrying about the Bucks, even though I do think the Bucks are going to be all right. I think the Bucks are slept on, but I don't have a lot of confidence in Kyle Kuzma. But if Joel Embiid is somehow healthy, if Joel Embiid, shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Make sure you double tap that screen, hit the like button. Let's go. We go on this channel. We cover the Philadelphia 76ers. We cover the Philadelphia Phillies. We cover NBA playoffs, NBA breaking news like that Luka trade. That Luka trade was a crazy random trade. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody that's in the building. Oh, it's a little windy out here. Just taking this nature walk, talking about NBA. You know the vibes. But yeah, so how do y'all feel about the Philadelphia 76ers and possibly getting healthy? Because if healthy, I truly believe that the Sixers are one of those teams that can contend for a championship. I just feel like Joel Embiid is forgotten, y'all. I just feel like Joel Embiid is forgotten and slept on. And rightfully so, he hasn't been healthy for the last few years. What's going on, Rise Opinion? Don't matter. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. But yeah, I understand all that. But when I seen that clip, I seen VJ Ashcombe doing this thing. I seen Tyrese Maxey doing this thing in that little 10-second clip. I also seen Paul George lifting weights. That was amazing to see him do that. I mean, I know he got surgery on his knee, so hopefully he's healthy. I don't know if he's going to be healthy for the start of the season, but just seeing Paul George working out and putting in that work, and seeing that the team is just putting in that work, I'm just very confident. I'm just delusional. I'm not going to say confident. I'm going to say delusional. I'm just very delusional about the Sixers and what they can possibly do this season. But we're going to definitely see. We're going to take one game at a time. But Joel Embiid, if healthy, is the most dominant center in the game. I put him above everybody when he's healthy. When he's on, he's the most dominant center, in my honest opinion. There's no hate against any other center in the game, but when Joel Embiid is healthy, there's no other center that can match him, in my honest opinion. And I'm talking about the total game. I'm talking about defense and offense. Defense and offense. There's no other center that can match his just matches us statistically. I test everything, and that's just my opinion. I know I'm a Sixer fan, a big time Sixer fan, but that's just what I think. Just what I think. But yeah, man, the Philadelphia 76ers definitely got me feeling delusional. Seen that little clip, and I just don't. I feel like the Eastern Conference is wide open. I don't really think there's any teams in the Eastern Conference that is actually like a big, like a, besides the Cavs. But I don't believe in the Cavs. I don't know what it is about the Cavs. Every time it seems like the Cavs are going to have a good year. They had the #1 seed. They either get hurt or something with the Cavs. So I don't believe in the Cavs are going to repeat as that first seed. And even if they do repeat as the first seed, I believe that we can get past them if everybody's healthy on the Philadelphia 76ers. And that's just my opinion. I believe that like I said, I think the Celtics are going to take a step back. Jason Tatum's out for the season. When it comes to the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton is out for the Pacers. When you talk about the Magic, I think the Magic is going to be something different. I think the Magic is going to be one of the best teams in the East. I think the Bucks are underrated. I think the Bucks will probably be somewhere in the Eastern Conference playoffs. I think the Hawks will be in the Eastern Conference playoffs. But I'm not scared of none of these teams, though. I'm just keeping it real as a big time. What's going on? If Embiid can get healthy, they definitely yes, facts, bro, facts. If Joel Embiid can get healthy, the Sixers definitely have a chance. But what got me delusional is the Philadelphia 76ers put a video out, a quick little short about Joel Embiid doing a turnaround midi with no brace on his knee. Joel Embiid had no brace on his knee, and that's what got me to be like, okay, Joel Embiid got some, maybe he is healthy. But I said that multiple years in a row, and he wasn't healthy when the season started. He didn't start. So hopefully he proves me wrong and proves a lot of other Sixer fans wrong. But it's great to see him doing something basketball related, because we didn't get any news when it came to Joel Embiid. We didn't get anything out of the Sixers organization in general. Oh, is Joel Embiid going to be healthy? They just pretty much saying that he's working on himself and doing what he had to do. But there wasn't no real news coming out about Joel Embiid. So to see him do a turnaround midi with no brace on his knee, that gives me a lot of confidence that he might be able to do something this year. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. As a big-time Sixer fan, this is the year we got to do something, because the Eastern Conference is literally wide open for the taking. I don't see no super teams in the Eastern Conference. I don't see no teams in the East that is a true threat that you can't really do nothing with. Like, these teams in the East will cook if Joel Embiid, I'm talking about, it's a big if. It's a big if. But if Joel Embiid's healthy, nobody on the Cavs can handle him. I don't care if it's Jared Allen or Mobley, Evan Mobley. They can't handle him. Now let's talk about the only team that could slow him down maybe will be Giannis, maybe. And Giannis ain't going to be able to handle him all like that, even though Giannis is a very good defender, to be honest with you. But you're not going to want to get Giannis in foul trouble. So that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So my honest opinion, man, there's really nobody I can think of that's in the East. Maybe I'm missing somebody. I don't think the Raptors are going to do, like, there's nobody in the East that I could think of that's going to be like a true contender that could beat a healthy 76er team. I don't see it. I don't see it. I just don't see it. And when it comes down to it, to be honest with you, the only look, I don't want to get too delusional, but I was going to say something very delusional, more than what I just said. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Truly appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely almost every single Philadelphia 76er game. We will be going live for some playoff games. We will be covering NBA breaking news. We will be going live for a lot of Phillies playoffs. The Phillies will be in the playoffs. The Phillies keep winning. The Phillies are like 10 games ahead of the Mets. They're in first place in the NL East. So shout out to the Philadelphia Phillies for winning a lot of games lately. But yeah, getting back to the Sixers. Trying to think of the whole thing about Quentin Grimes. Let me talk about Quentin Grimes real quick. Quentin Grimes is a non-factor to me right now because I just feel like the Sixers are really trying to do something. They're trying to go in another direction because I honestly feel like they drafted VJ Edgecombe for a reason. I'm not saying that Quentin Grimes wouldn't be a good player to be on the Sixers right now and put in that work and we can do something good with him and all that. I'm not saying he didn't show us what he can do last year, but at the end of the day, we drafted a guard in the top third overall in the 2025 NFL NBA draft. So it's just like I don't want to take no playing time away from VJ, bro. I think that's a good 3-point guards. And when you talk about Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain, and VJ Edgecombe, and VJ Edgecombe is 6'5". By the time he's fully grown, he probably gonna be 6'6", 6'7". You never know. So he might got a couple more inches to grow when it comes to his height, and he can probably be the 3 eventually. I don't know, but we'll see what happens with that. But Quentin Grimes for me is a non-factor. I'm like, oh, there's a groundhog growing across the dang on trail. But I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, we need Quentin Grimes to do something this year, man, bro. The key to doing anything this year is the health of Joel Embiid, the health of Paul George. Even though I'm not a big fan of Paul George, I don't really like Paul George all like that, to keep it real with you. But at the end of the day, we're going to have to keep him because no one's going to win his contract. So, salute, fam. Get rid of him. I'm tired of saying VJ Edge should start. Yes, I think VJ Edge. Then that's the reason why I kind of don't want. I know this might be like the unpopular talking point for Sixer fans, but I don't really want Quentin Grimes as much as everybody else does. Like, I'd rather have. Listen, I don't want nobody taking playing time away from VJ Edgecombe, bro. We need Grimes. We think we need him. I'm not. Listen, I don't think we need him as much as everybody else thinks, though. I don't think so. I mean, I wouldn't mind having him, but needing and wanting is two different things. Listen, I will want him to be on the team, but needing him on the team, bro, I don't know. But then again, I got what your point is when it comes down to it, because you don't want to have Kyle Lowry get too many minutes. You know what I mean? We still got Eric Gordon on the team, I believe. I don't want to see Eric Gordon get any meaningful minutes, but I still don't want to take nothing away from VJ Edgecombe and his development by signing a Quentin Grimes. Excuse me. And I'm not sure what kind of contract that he's planning on getting, but I don't know, man. Like, if you went a different route in the draft, I'd be like, okay, we definitely need Quentin Grimes. But since you drafted a guard, a shooting guard, / guard, maybe a small forward, if depending on how the Sixers, if they go small, and we all know how the Sixers go when it comes to going small. We had Yabusele at the center position, so we know they'll go small. But I don't know. I don't really know. He's not final. He got finals experience too. Yeah. I look at it like this though. We got veterans on this team regardless, bro. We got a veteran coach that won a championship. We have veterans like Joel Embiid, even though he ain't win nothing when it comes to like a team award. We still got a veteran in Joel Embiid. We still have a veteran in Paul George. I think Tyrese has a lot of experience in the playoffs as well, because we all know when Tyrese Maxey got hot against the Knicks a couple of seasons ago in the playoffs, when he scored, I forgot how many points in like a minute or something like that. We know Tyrese Maxey can get the job done. But I just don't want to take nothing away from VJ. And depending on the money that Quentin Grimes is wanting, I know we only got a little bit of money, but do you really want to give all that money to a guard? I'd rather get someone that's like another wing. Get me another power forward if they don't like Watson. I like what's his name? What's the power forward we drafted? Janai Broom. So I want to give him a chance, but an opportunity to be on that court. Max increases his playoffs. Yeah, and that's why I like Tyrese Maxey a lot. I just don't want it to be like, all right, Quentin Grimes is like takes all this playing time away from VJ, and he doesn't get the enough playing time, And then think about it like this. We wasted a 3rd overall pick on a player that's not even playing, bro. I don't want to give Nick Nurse any excuse not to play VJ Edgecombe, because you know that would be an excuse. If they don't play, if we have Quentin Grimes, Nick Nurse is going to play. Hold on real quick. My cross. How you doing, bro? You know Nick Nurse is going to play Quentin Grimes over VJ Edgecombe. Like, you know that for a fact, bro. Like, he don't like playing young players like that. Like Doc Rivers when it comes to that aspect of his coaching. He likes the veteran, more experienced player. But the problem is you got to play your young players to get them experience. So how can they be experienced if you're never giving them the playing time? The best experience is actually playing. Practice don't do it all for you, bro. So, and like, I like Quentin Grimes, but VJ will be a wasted pick. If they, and listen, I'm not saying he ain't going to get no playing time, but watch, we're going to be complaining about VJ Edgecombe getting playing time because Quentin Grimes is here. Plus, we got veterans like Eric Gordon and Kyle Lowry. Watch what's going to happen. VJ Edgecombe's not going to get that much minutes. And maybe I might be wrong. Maybe Nick Nurse might have learned from his past mistakes and said to himself, let me start playing the young, talented players we have on this roster, because maybe we might have a chance in the Eastern Conference. Because you can't just put all your eggs in one basket with Joel Embiid. You still got to get these other players some experience. And I like Jared McCain a lot, so hopefully he gets enough minutes. I don't know who the starting 5 is going to be. What I would think it would be, off the top of my head, I don't know. Hold on. It's going to go Jared McCain, Tyrese Maxey. And then you got, now this is when it gets hard right here. All right. So you either got Paul George at the 3, Watford at the 4, Joel Embiid at the 5. Or Janai, like, I don't know. Unless you're going small and then you put VJ at the 3, Paul George at the 4, Joel at the 5, and then have Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain at the 1 and 2. My question is this, though. Who's our bench players? Who's our bench players, bro? Kelly Oubre Jr. is starting to get irritated. He thinks Philly don't like him all like that. Max increases his, yup, I got that comment. Yeah. So, who's our bench players? I still want a little bit of scoring, some good defense. I want that energy player come off the bench. So maybe VJ Edgecombe will be good to come off the bench for now. Give us that energy boost, being a good defender, being a athletic scorer that he is. We need some scorers coming off the bench. Maybe you can even kind of work things out when you can start Tyrese Maxey and start VJ Edgecombe at the 1 and 2. Have VJ at the 2 and have Tyrese Maxey at the 1 and have Jared McCain come off the bench and run that second team. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. But I just don't want it to be where Quentin Grimes just takes too much of the playing time from VJ Edgecombe, because I think that's going to be the most important aspect. Besides Joel Embiid being healthy and Paul George being healthy, health in general, one of the most important aspects of this season is getting experience for VJ Edgecombe and Jared McCain. They need to play so we can know what we have. We kind of know what we have in Jared McCain. Jared McCain's a baller. We don't really know what we have in VJ Edgecombe. We think we do, but we'll see what happens during the regular season. But I'm looking forward to seeing what the Sixers do. And thinking about, and by the way, everybody's in the building, make sure you double tap that screen. Double tap that screen, hit the like button. Double tap that screen, hit the like button. I'm taking this nature walk, talking about the Sixers. I covered NBA basketball. Primarily, I cover the Sixers. I talk about NBA breaking news like that Luka trade. I cover the Phillies. I cover a little bit of boxing. And I might even do some NHL possibly. So if you're interested, make sure you hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. It's definitely going down. But yeah. So, so Joel Embiid is the key. But I really want to see what VJ Edgecombe has. For him to be drafted 3rd overall, it cannot be. What's going on, my boy? Yes, go. What did he say? He said, let the people know that I do not need a sword for my fresh, sharp hairline will do the deed. Thank you, brother. That's funny. What's going on, bro? How you doing, bro? Yeah, I'm just yapping right now. I'm just yapping about the Sixers, having a delusional conversation with y'all, thinking that the Sixers are going to do something because I seen a 4 little second clip of Joel Embiid doing a turnaround midi without a brace. But I feel like if he is healthy, bro, and I know this is a big if, and the Sixers are healthy, I don't think anybody in the East going to take us, bro. I'm not scared of the Magic. I'm not scared of the Cavs. I'm not scared of the Bucks. The Celtics are going to take a step back. The Pacers are going to take a step back. Who am I missing? Who am I missing that's in the Eastern Conference? Who's in the Eastern Conference that I should be concerned about? There's nobody in the East that I could think about that could challenge the Sixers head-to-head. A healthy 76er squad is dangerous. A healthy 76er squad is one of the best teams in the whole entire NBA, not just the Eastern Conference. Nobody's going to want that play the Sixers in the playoffs if we're all healthy. Like Joel Embiid's it's just so dominant, man. So dominant. Tyrese Maxey, I feel like he's going to really become that leader that we always wanted. He's already been that leader, but he's definitely going to, he's the leader of the team, in my opinion. I think Tyrese Maxey's the leader of the team. But I just feel like we're going to take another step this year, man. I think the Sixers are going to take a big step in the right direction. And I'm not talking about just getting out of the second round. I'm talking about Eastern Conference Finals and above, bro. Eastern Conference Finals, NBA Finals. I'm talking about that. So, yeah, I'm a delusional. Oh, yeah. I'm all good by the grace of God, yourself. Oh, man, God is good. I'm just taking this nature walk and vibing with y'all. You know what I mean? I'm just taking this nature walk and vibing, just having a good time talking about these Sixers. Trying not to be too delusional about what I'm talking about, but I can't help it. When I talk about the Sixers, I just know there's so many things that could potentially hold us back, and that's the Sixers just not being healthy. That's the biggest kryptonite, is health for the Sixers. So, but I just have a feeling seeing Joel Embiid without a brace doing a mid-range jump shot. I don't know why that got me so hyped, man, because I know how good this man is, man. He's a different type of dude, man. He's a different type of player. And that made me happy. It made me hype. When I seen that little 2-second clip of him doing that turnaround midi, I said, oh, okay. Okay, Joel. We got Joel Embiid back, a 2-time scoring champion, a gold medalist, an MVP. We might have that player back. And if we got that player back, sky's the limit for this team. Sky is honestly the limit for this team. Bulls looked like they were having a good team chemistry at the end of the regular last season. Yeah, that is true, though. That is true. There's going to be a team or two. Oh, yeah, the Pistons. I forgot about the Pistons, too. The Pistons with Kate Cunningham. I don't really believe in the Pistons, though, bro. Like, I don't believe in the Pistons because, like, Kate Cunningham can't do it all. I'm not saying that they don't got, listen, who's our second best player? Is it the Thompson dude? I don't think he all right. He's super athletic, but he ain't all that. And Kate Cunningham, I'm sorry, I don't care how good he is. You can't win it by yourself. Even Michael Jordan couldn't win a championship by himself. So shout out to Kate Cunningham, but I don't believe in the Detroit Pistons doing something crazy. Let's go Sixers. Toby Harris had a good year for them. Yeah, he did. Tobias Harris did have a good year. The problem is sorry about that, y'all. The problem with that is if Tobias Harris is your second best player in the playoffs, you don't have a chance to win a championship. I'm not trying to say that to be disrespectful. I'm just being honest with you. I like Tobias Harris as a role player, but he got to be like your fourth best player on your starting lineup, or your third best player at the very, listen, he can't be your second best. That's all I'm going to say. I think Tyrese Maxey is going to be he's going to be an all-star. I think Tyrese Maxey is going to be the leading scorer on the team. I think Tyrese Maxey is going to take his game to a whole nother level. I just feel like this is the year he's going to really show why he got that big payday. This is the year that he's gonna show why he's the leader of the team. He's gonna show why the Sixers don't sleep on us. Tyrese Maxey's on a mission. And I just have a feeling about Tyrese. My only concern is about health of Joel and Paul George, mainly Joel, because Joel Embiid, honestly, I'm not going to say in cap, he's my favorite player, and it sucks to see him struggle when it comes to the injuries. And him struggling due to injuries makes everybody just not like him. And when you hear people talk crazy, listen, including myself, and I'm like, yo, we might want to trade him because we know what happens when players get hurt. Their value isn't the best, and you just got this giant contract. But it's hard to even go that route when you see a player of his caliber play and dominate. It's just how many games will he do it for? Will he get hurt again? And I'm trying to be optimistic and think positive. But every single year of his career, he has never been healthy for the whole season. So it's kind of hard for me to be like, oh, well, he'll be healthy. But we'll see what happens this year, because we know when Joel Embiid is healthy, there's not many players, and sorry about the win, y'all. There's not many players that can handle him. There's not many players that can guard him. There's not many players that is on his level. He's a top 3 player in the NBA, hands down. Paul should have never started that podcast. It's more time away from practice and focus. Yes, you're 100% right. 100% right. The one thing about Paul George, podcast P, this is he didn't understand what Philly's about. He didn't understand what the Sixers organization is about. He's more of a LA guy. And I'm not talking about the Lakers. I'm talking about the Clippers. No disrespect to the Clippers, but he's more of an LA guy. The Sixers are a different organization. We don't tolerate the bullcrap, bro. Like, we're one of the fan bases that will talk that talk because we know our sports, bro. Like, we're one of the franchises that will talk that talk because we honestly know what we're talking about. It's not that we just talking just to talk. We talking because we know what we know basketball. We know our sports. So when you're not giving 100% effort and you're not acting like you want to play the dang on game, you acting like you don't want to play for the city of Philly, you don't want to play for the Sixers, we can see it. So I'm hoping Paul George just snaps out of it and he does something and surprise people this year. When I say do something, I'm talking about average more than 16 points, bro. I'm not paying you $211 million to average 16 points in solid defense, bro. Nah, I'm not doing that, bro. So you got to give me a little bit more every game. It's not all about the points. It's about everything else, bro. If you're not giving me at least between like 19 and 23 points a game, and you better be giving me a lot more rebounds. You better give me a lot more assists, because he's very talented, man. Paul George, when healthy, I got to give him credit, bro. When healthy, he's a super talented player. I just don't know about his mindset, because you could have the talent, just like Ben Simmons. You got the talent, but you don't got the mindset to put in the work to get a lot better and be clutch. Like, I don't think he's a clutch player like people think he is. I don't think he's like I just feel like he doesn't really care about playing for the Sixers, man. He got that payday, and that's all he cares about. But at the same time, I care about the Sixers. At the same time, I want the Sixers to win a championship. At the same time, I'm not tolerating it, yo. Like, at the end of the day, us Sixer fans know what it is, and he has to bring it because he's getting paid. I ain't trying to count the man's money, but he's getting paid probably the most on the team, right next to Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey, the 3 highest paid players. So my whole thing is, when I talk to people, imagine 2 of your highest paid players not playing for the whole season. You're not going to have a good season. You know what I mean? No matter how good Tyrese Maxey is. So it really matters on how healthy Paul George is, to just give us a chance. If Paul George is healthy, he's so talented that naturally he'll put up some good numbers, right? But the problem is he's not healthy. Plus, he doesn't have that fire to just really dominate. He's not like like you could tell certain players got that like mindset, like I'm on that. Like Giannis, for example, right? When Giannis can sense that his team needs him the most, Giannis is going 130 miles per hour trying to do what he has to do on the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball. He's like, yo, give me the ball, move out my way, and let me get to work and let me score. See, you don't see that. We deep this year. Yeah, you think so, John? Who do you like off the bench? Who do you like off the bench? If given the choice, would you take Kawhi? Oh my gosh, Kawhi over Paul George? Yes, any day of the freaking week, bro. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I'm just being honest, bro. I know Kawhi has his stuff with him. He ain't never healthy, but when he's healthy, he's still one of the best players in the game, and that's a fact, bro. In the playoffs last year, he was simply amazing. They just went against a better team. But I believe that series went to 7 games against the Nuggets. But Leonard is simply just a very, very, very good player still to this day. Yeah, man. What helps him is he has those championships on his resume. You know what I mean? He has those championships on his resume, so people can say stuff, but it's like they know that he's really good when he plays. It's just like the other stuff off the court when it comes to him not playing because of injuries all the dang on time. But when Kawhi Leonard has the opportunity, by far one of the best in the game, I would take Kawhi over Paul George in a freaking heartbeat. I'm not the biggest Paul George supporter, but I have to support him because he's on our team. You know what I mean? He's on our team, so I got to cheer for the man. I don't want the man to be bad, because if he's bad, then we're going to be bad 9 times out of 10, because that's a lot of money that you could have gave to other players to try to build out this roster. You gave it to all to Paul George, and that was the big fish of the offseason. And now look at where we're at. Like, we're struggling to pay Quentin Grimes. We're struggling to pay Quentin Grimes because you gave a max deal to Paul George. And the reason why the Clippers didn't do it, why ain't the Clippers do it? There's a reason for it. McCain, Butler, EJ. Okay, doesn't matter. We deep. Okay. I like that. We're deep and we're young. I like that. I like what you're saying. Do you think there was some match fixing involved when the Nuggets lost to the Thunder in last year's playoffs? Whew. I really don't know. But I'll tell you one thing. Last year's playoffs was probably the best playoffs I have probably witnessed since I've been an NBA fan. I ain't gonna sit and cap. Like a lot of the round ones were very, very very good. Round twos were very good, especially in the Western Conference. The Eastern Conference got good after the first round. But the playoffs last year was excellent, man. The playoffs last year was simply excellent. I really enjoyed what happened with the it was the Thunder and the Nuggets. I think that went to a game 7. The Nuggets man, I had them win it. I said whoever wins the Clippers and Nuggets series, I got them winning. I was wrong. I underestimated OKC. I didn't know OKC was going to do what they did in the playoffs. I knew they had the best record in the West, but I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go with the experience. I said, yo, Nuggets or Clippers, whoever wins this series, I got them winning the whole Western Conference and winning the finals possibly. But I was wrong. I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm happy that the OKC won to see a new champion. SGA definitely deserved everything he's getting when it comes to the finals MVP, regular season MVP. The Western Conference is stacked, and now the Western Conference got even better because now you got Kevin Durant on the Nuggets. Kevin Durant on the Nuggets is going to be crazy, man. I can't listen, I can't wait to watch it, bro. The Nuggets are going to be a tough team, bro, especially in the playoffs. If everybody's healthy, mainly Kevin Durant. Listen, the Rockets, look out for the Rockets, y'all. But yeah, I think that but getting back to the Eastern Conference, y'all, the East is wide open, y'all. The Eastern Conference is wide open. There's not one team in the East where I'm like, all right, yeah, they're definitely the favorites to win the East. I don't believe in none of those teams, bro. I don't believe in the Magic. I like them, but I'm not looking at them as, oh yeah, they're the juggernaut. They're the beast of the East. Nah, I don't look at the Bucks like that. I don't look at the Pistons. I like the Hawks, but I don't look at the Hawks like that. The Cavs, something about the Cavs always throw me off. I don't know what it is, but I think they got a very good team. but I don't see it. My opinion, Joker should have been the MVP. SGA is a master at foul baiting. MJ and Kobe would never. Yeah, I look at it like this, man. It's part of the game. You know what I mean? I think even Michael Jordan, everybody foul baited. It's just the flopping. I think that's more what you're saying. Like the overemphasis of like, oh, you can't touch me, so they go flying 5 feet in the air or something. But I think throughout the history of the NBA, all the all-time greats foul baited, bro. When you pump fake, guess what that means? That's foul baiting because you're trying to get them to jump in the air. When they jump in the air, most of the time you jumping up as they're coming down, and they're going to naturally foul you. So basketball is all about foul baiting, and when you really think about it, it's all about foul baiting. But I don't like the flopping. The flopping is what messes up what messes up the game. What else? But the flopping is out of control. I will admit. Let me give you a perfect example. Huh? Oh, it's over there. It's the big building over there. Can't miss it. It says Cliff right there. It's the big building. You just come out of here, make a left, and it's right there. It's the big building right there. You can't miss it. You'll see it. Yup. My bad, y'all. But yeah, like everybody foul base. Let me give you a perfect example. Victor Wembanyama. Do y'all know who he is? Y'all know he's a good player. He's one of the best players in the NBA, hands down. Where did that guy go? Yeah. Yeah, just make a left right here. And it's that big building right there. Yeah, right? Make a left and keep driving straight on this road. And it's that big building right there. It'll say Cliff right there. Yup. But, Victor Wembanyama. I'm talking about Victor Wembanyama. All right, so listen. Did y'all remember the game when we went against the Spurs and Andre Drummond got ejected? Remember he got ejected from the game, right? And then they took him back in the game because they seen the replay. Victor Wembanyama didn't even get touched, and he flopped, and he made it look like Andre Drummond fouled him, and they gave Victor Wembanyama a technical foul because of the flopping. That's what I don't like. The flopping is out of control, bro. The flopping, for me, I hate. I'm not going to sit here and lie. When I see these players barely get touched and they act like they got hit with a two-piece right hook, left hook, uppercut, I be getting irritated, bro. I be getting irritated when I see that. I don't like it. But I do like debating because if you're going to be, that's all about strategy. It's chess, not checkers. If you're going to be too anxious and you're going to jump in the air, I might not jump right into you, but 9 times out of 10, you're going to hit me, and I'm going to go to the free throw line. I'm going to go to the free throw line, and if I'm an 80+% shooter from the free throw line, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to destroy you. And then eventually, you're going to foul out the game. Yeah, the flopping, I hate it, bro. I hate the freaking flopping, bro. But James Harden, and I don't mean to say it like that, y'all, but I hate flopping. I'm not going to sit here and lie, bro. I hate flopping in the NBA. James Harden, perfect example. Yeah, James Harden got my nerves, man. He did flop a lot, but he did get fouled. He did get fouled, but he flopped. But I don't know. It's all part of strategy because if you look at the best players in the NBA, there's only one player that I wish that doesn't flop, but he gets fouled. Ant-Man. He don't really flop. He complains, but he don't flop. But I'm going to tell you, if you go down the list, you could talk about Luka, flopper. Jalen Brunson, flopper. My guy Joel Embiid, flopper. Jokic, flopper. Every top player be flopping. Some do it a little bit more than others. And it's so it's irritating. But I like the ones that don't flop, that can bait you. If you foul me, hey, listen, that's a strategy. I'm going to get your best player, because your best defender is going to guard me most of the time. I'm going to get your best defender to I'm going to bait him. I'm going to foul him out the game. And then who's going to guard me? And can't nobody else guard me. Let people know I give directions to by only the 76ers scholar. Facts. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. I truly appreciate y'all. Y'all must start going live a lot more on this channel. I am going to go live for the Phillies play-by-play for the playoffs, because the Phillies will be in the playoffs. I also will be going live for, y'all know, a lot of Sixer games this season. And, yeah, man, on that journey to 1,000K subscribers on this channel. Thank you for everybody that's been supporting me on this channel. I appreciate it, man. It's definitely going down. Thank you for giving me your opinion, because I truly, let me just say this one more time. I'm kind of repeating myself, but I feel like Joel Embiid, if he is healthy, I know that was a short little video without his knee brace, and he did that little midi. If he can be somehow healthy, the Eastern Conference is done. I have that much confidence in Joel Embiid. I'm talking about an 85% healthy Joel Embiid. He only got to be 100%. Let him be 85% the whole season, including the playoffs. We got a chance to beat anybody, bro. Can't nobody stop us. And I am cheering for Paul George, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Paul George on the team, but it is what it is. And I can't wait to see VJ Edgecombe shine. I can't wait to see Jared McCann come in his second season, show us what he has. Tyrese Maxey's going to be one of the, probably might even be in the MVP conversations, bro. He's not going to win MVP, but he's going to be in the MVP conversations. He's going to be up there. I have a feeling about Tyrese Maxey, but shout out to everybody that's in the building. I want to say God bless to each and every one of y'all. Until next time, peace out, baby. Let's go Sixers.